County Board of Education meeting to order. And if everybody will please stand, we'll do the pledge. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. How do we have any presentations?
We do, Mr. Chairman, we do have the Scott County School Volunteers of the Month. And as always, we're very thankful for our volunteers who donate their time and effort to the betterment of our students in our schools. First, from Birchville Elementary, we have Jessica Crossgrove. From Fairview Elementary, Logan Goodman. From Huntsville Elementary, Monica West. From Huntsville Middle, Travis Ellis. From Robbins Elementary, Ethan Shoemaker. And that does conclude the volunteers of the month for the month of January for the Scott County Schools. Also at this time, Mr. Chairman, I would like to announce the January Scott County Chamber of Commerce Student of the Month for Scott High School. Hunter Chadwick Trammell, the 18-year-old son of Stacy Trammell of the Huntsville community, was selected by the Scott High School staff as the January Student of the Month. Hunter has earned a GPA of 3.23. He has attended TCAT for 2 years and is working on his welding certificate. Hunter has maintained an A+ average in the welding program. He will complete his certification under the Tennessee Promise Program in the fall of 2021. Hunter enjoys being outside and spending time with his friends. And Mr. Chairman, that concludes the volunteers and the Student of the Month for the month of January.
Thank you. Okay, Ms. Tanya, do you have anything to bring before the board?
I do not, Ms. Esther, although I do want to remind parents and students on our virtual days or on those days when their class is not in school, just to remind them to look on those platforms, look in their Teams, look on their class links, look in their emails, whatever social media posts are, those teachers are communicating, trying to let them know and post it everywhere that we can where their assignments are located at. And just make sure that they get all that stuff turned in, because it does count as attendance for us, and it also counts as a grade. So I just want them to be very mindful of that. And as school continues, and I know our goal and our desire is to get every kid back into the building. In-person learning, we know, is the best way to do this, but also this virus is still such a monster out there. It does seem to be getting better, hopefully, but there are still a lot of people that are still struggling with this. So them maintaining social distancing and us wearing these masks whenever we are in common areas in the school buildings is going to be even more important when more grades return back to the building. So I just want everybody to continue to be mindful of that. Want to congratulate the building level teachers of the year that we selected at Birchfield. I want to congratulate Ms. Rachel Sexton. She was our pre-K through 4th selected person there, and Ms. Kate Fletcher in grades 5 through 8. So very proud of all the teachers. They're doing a phenomenal job with just everything that's going on. Thank you to the school board members for all your support. If you all ever have a question, I know that you can call at any time. So I just want to thank you all for that. I know school board appreciation is coming up in a couple of weeks, and know that you are appreciated for everything that you do and for supporting the kids of Scott County and keeping everybody as safe as we possibly can. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Is Mr. Cash with us?
Had a late bus that was going to be about 45 to 50 minutes late.
Okay.
So he would try to get on if he could.
Okay, how about Miss Hamilton?
Yes.
Hello. I just want to congratulate the Teachers of the Year, and ours is Michelle Carson. And I want to congratulate Sherry Trammell for getting a Donors Choose grant awarded to her again this year. Also, Cassia Hamilton wrote a grant and got the elementary and middle school another touchless water fountain or a bottle filler. So we're super excited at all that's going on, and that's all we're doing, just going every day.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Ms. Goodman.
Yes. I want to ditto everything that Miss Tanya said. We are asking the parents and the students to please be checking in all that social media and make sure that all the work is getting completed. We can't stress that enough. They need to be checking that every single day. Our teacher of the year is our 8th grade English and writing teacher, Miss Hannah Birchfield. And I want to congratulate all of our teacher of the years, but all of our teachers are working so hard and they're doing a phenomenal job. And we want to say thank you to all of them. I commend them for what they're doing under such stressful times. It's a hard job to begin with, but this year has really been extra challenging, and they have met that and done a phenomenal job with it. And I'm very proud of every one of them. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Miss Amy Jeffers.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? I'm on my phone.
Yes, we can.
Okay. We want to congratulate our teachers of the year, 2nd grade teacher Rachel Bruce and our PE teacher, Mr. Johnny West. We really just want to echo what the other principals have said. The virtual academy, students need to be logging in, but also when the kids are not in class, they need to be doing those packets or checking in with their teachers. We've got several students that are not, so we do need to try to fix that. And hopefully we can get back next week and get everything semi back to normal with masks on.
Okay. Thank you. Ms. Rector with Scott High School.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. First, we do want to offer congratulations to our student of the month, Hunter Trammell. Very proud of Hunter and his accomplishments. He's been able to complete all of his high school graduation requirements, and he is fully embedded in that TCAT welding program as of now, and that will allow him to actually finish that program, as you heard, by December of next year. So he has a head start on that. We're just very, very proud of Hunter and all of his success in that program. Also want to let the board know about something very exciting. I was waiting for the press release on this. That's why I didn't announce it at the work session. But Miss Callie Carson, one of our seniors, has received a scholarship as the first place winner in the Tennessee Secretary of State Civics Essay Contest. And so we're very proud of Callie. There was only one winner in each of the 3 grand divisions. So there were 3 winners across the state, and Callie was one of those. She gets a $1,000 scholarship, courtesy of Secretary of State Trey Hargett, and they are actually planning to visit campus and formally present that to her once later on in the fall, maybe early spring, as they watch some of those COVID numbers. So of course we'll let you know when that happens. So congratulations to Callie, very proud of her. She certainly deserves that honor. And we also want to congratulate our teacher of the year from Scott High in 9 through 12, Mr. Chuck Jeffers. He is a science teacher here at the high school, has been for several years. And as Miss Donna said, this year it was difficult to narrow those choices down, simply because it was one of those years that we could have named everyone teacher of the year, because those teachers have really just went above and beyond this year. However, I have to give a special recognition to Mr. Jeffers. He has really not only been surviving during the pandemic, but he's one of those rare breeds that he has thrived, and he has helped others to do so as well. He really has jumped into the technology and not only helped his students with those things and really done a great job there, but he's also helped his fellow faculty members, and that was recognized by them. He was the top vote getter in our nominations for Teacher of the Year, and so they certainly recognized and appreciated his willingness to help his fellow faculty members. So we appreciate Mr. Jeffers. Congratulations to him and all of the other Teachers of the Year. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Stanley with Winfield.
Hello, everybody. want to note that Winfield School will be on virtual tomorrow, Friday. The water department is going to be working on zone meters in Winfield. So the school will not have any water, and as I understand it, at least part of the town of Winfield will not have any water. So we will be virtual tomorrow. We had a small, unrelated water problem today when a water line was hit, and I just want to commend the water department for getting on that so quickly and getting the school's water back to us today. As far as an update on COVID, 3 of our K-5 teachers have been out since Christmas with COVID-related problems. 2 of those came back to school yesterday. The other one we hope will be back next week. As far as students, the good news is that we have had no active cases this week. We have had 5 students out who were quarantined on Monday and Wednesday. Today we had 4. We won't be in school tomorrow, but if we had, we would have had 8 out due to quarantines. So hopefully pretty soon we'll have all of our faculty and students back with us. Want to congratulate our Teachers of the Year. We have Jessica Chambers and Hope Reynolds as our nominees. And like some of the other principals have said, this is a tough year, and especially with a small school, it's been tough to nominate just 2 teachers because I've got a building full of them. So, I'm appreciative of all of our teachers and what they do for our kids. Want to make an acknowledgement of appreciation to Mr. Keith Shannon and the maintenance crew. I so appreciate their quick and efficient responses every time we call them. They're just right on top of things. So we're grateful to have Mr. Shannon and Sam and Dawn and Matt and all of the other maintenance crew to jump right on things, and they're so good about calling us back or coming up or whatever we need. So really want to acknowledge what a good job those people are doing. Finally, our condolences go out to the family of Harvey Bunch, who was Brandy Harris's grandfather, and then to the families of Jared Pebb Henry, who was a cousin to the families of Tina Henry and Brandy Harris. Both brothers, Keith Henry, who died recently from COVID, and then Jared now. Both of those young men were awesome. They were just awesome young men, and we're going to miss them sorely.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Hall.
Thank you. First thing I would like to do, I would like to give a schedule for the next 2 weeks. Scott County School. Of course, on Monday, be no school, the service of the Martin Luther King Jr. Day. All students will return on Tuesday, January the 19th. We will have all students Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. Friday, we will have virtual Friday on January the 22nd. We will continue the virtual Friday also January the 29th. So we will be in all students the next 2 weeks. We will continue the virtual Fridays on the 22nd and the 29th. Now, this will also allow us to continue to study the data, continue to stay on top, and as I will always promise you, the board members, that if there is a change or something or an outbreak of those things, we will do what is necessary in order to be safe. But we will continue to look at the virtual Fridays to the next 2 Fridays to January. Any questions on schedule?
So this Friday is not virtual?
This Friday is not. Tomorrow we are scheduled to go.
Everybody?
No, tomorrow is a phase in. It's a phase in. Okay, the phase in schedule for this week. Okay. We have next Friday will be virtual. Also the Friday after that.
For everybody?
Yes. We'd like to give a quick update on the vaccine. I did speak with Ms. Carrie Hamby this week. Of course, it was rumored that the teachers were pushed down the list. That is a false statement. The teachers are not pushed down the list. The thing right now, which is a great thing for our county, is that there's been a large people through the first responders and the age group of 75 and over that are taking the vaccine. We will greatly wait our turn. So that has been a positive thing for our county, knowing that the vaccine has really been received positively through the 75 and over and the first responders, the people in the first category. So right now she's thinking it could be up to 2 weeks. If it has to be longer, it'd be longer. Right now she thinks it'll be 2 weeks for the teachers and the staff for the vaccine. I want to really commend our health department also too for the work that they've done throughout. I know right now they're not able to help with the contact tracing, just putting more on our school nurses, but I'll say our school nurses have been fabulous, and along with our principals when it comes to the contact tracing for our system. Again, that is an update on the vaccine. I did have a virtual superintendent's meeting this past Tuesday with the East Corps superintendents. And the first thing, and also Commissioner Schwinn was also on the conference call with us that day too. And the first thing that she went over, Commissioner Schwinn did, was President-elect Biden's transition policy for school that he's going to be put into place. And I'd like to go over those with you, if I may. The first thing with the transition policy that President-elect Biden has in place for us is number one, equity and race. And his agenda will be focused on civil rights. Number two is the safely reopening of schools. Number three is the increase of Title I funding. Number four is the universal pre-K. Number five is equalizing funding. Number six is a robust teacher agenda. Number seven was an increase in CTE funding. Number eight was free access to college. Number nine was the increase to IDEA funding. And number 10 is social and emotional learning. So that right now will be the President-elect Biden's transition policy when he's inaugurated and takes over on January the 20th for the public schools across the nation. The one thing, I guess, looking through it that I didn't see, and I'm sure it's got to be somewhere in the agenda, but was anything dealing with technology or broadband. So we don't know at this point what that means, but it just kind of, when I looked at it, I'm just taking notes of what he put down there. It did kind of sit with me right there that nothing was on that. But we're very appreciative of what has been with the transition policy that is out, and we will work with that as we go forward. Also, Commissioner Schwinn did touch base, and I know Miss Amanda during the work session touched base on the ESSR 2.0 funding that has been rolled out through the state of Tennessee. Should know more, some guidelines and stuff with that on February the 1st. We did get some things as far as what we can use for and things that we can't. It can be rolled into teacher learning loss, also repairs, maintenance, anything within the school, as long as it does fit with the health and safety of students and teachers. So, and as she mentioned that day, we would know more possibly on this on February the 1st. Also, outside of the ESSR 2.0 was a learning loss bill. Now, there's also some learning loss bill funding inside the ESSR 2.0, but there's also some outside of that, which will help with summer school K through 8 for the next 2 summers. Also, can pay for after-school programs and tutoring, reading programs, and the summer school will be directed for the K through 8. And the focus on the summer schools would be on the math and ELA. Time would need to be split as far as with that. Again, the focus with summer school would be on math and ELA. I have made some calls out to some other directors across our region to kind of check and see as far as just some ideas, and we're kind of brainstorming some things to do right now. So within the next month or so, we will start putting some things together and get to you guys, kind of let you know what our plans are as we head with the learning loss bill. Now, this is a grant, like I said, outside of the ESSR 2.0. Also this month, on January the 19th, Governor Lee will be giving a state address. At that point in time, I've been asked questions about whether or not he will extend the executive order that we're currently under. I don't know, and Commissioner Swin at that point in time did not have much idea either. So we'll wait and see on January the 19th what Governor Lee has with the state of the address. I do know that some of the things that are rolled out, that teacher pay is a priority during this meeting. That the teacher pay, also the test and accountability, teacher accountability, and all that is also a priority with that also. Any questions concerning that? Again, that's going to be on January the 19th. Some great news that we got from Scott County Schools, one of our own. The state of Tennessee with the Family Resource Center will now be doing a monthly spotlight. This will come out in the Family Resource update, and also which will be in the Commissioner's update. So when they started this, the inaugural person they're going to start the spotlight on is our own Dr. Terry Keaton. So it's a great honor for Dr. Keaton and our system. And of course, Dr. Keaton, and she'll tell you herself, she doesn't toot her own horn at what she does, but she's fabulous at what she does. She will tell you too that she's most proud of the partnerships and collaboration relationships that she has developed over the years with the people, the businesses, administration, and the community organizations in Scott County. She said they are so instrumental in helping her be aware of specific needs of families and students. And she says it really does take a village. If anyone that's been around Ms. Keaton when she's doing what she does, knowing that her heart and her soul goes in to the students of Scott County. This is, like I said, for this to start and for Ms. Keaton to be the inaugural person to go through this says a lot for not only the job Ms. Keaton's done, but for our system also too. Last 4 years, through the donations and things that Ms. Keaton has worked with, over $1 million has come in this county through her programs and things that she has given out for the people of Scott County. That is phenomenal. She works with groups, the Mission of Hope, Passion Ministries in Knoxville, and those are just a few that she does, along with several businesses and people in Scott County. Very proud of the job that Ms. Keaton has done. And again, congratulations to Dr. Keaton. The principals kind of stole my thunder tonight. I did have a list from the Scott County Building Level Teachers of the Year. So if it's okay, I would like to go over those again. First of all, I'll start with Birchville Elementary. That's a pre-K through 4 division. Miss Rachel Sexton, 3rd grade. Birchville Elementary in the 5 through 8. Kate Fletcher, computer lab instructor.
Woo!
Fairview Elementary. Pre-K through 4. Miss Teresa Boshiers, math, 4th grade. Fairview Elementary, grades 5 through 8, Jared Sexton, science, 7th and 8th grade. Huntsville Middle School, 5 through 8, Hannah Birchfield, ELA and writing, 8th grade. Huntsville Elementary, grades pre-K through 4, Michelle Carson, ELA, 4th grade. Robbins Elementary, pre-K through 4, Rachel Bruce, 2nd grade. Robbins Elementary, grades 5 through 8, Johnny West, physical education. Winfield Elementary, grades pre-K through 4, Jessica Chambers, 4th grade, math and science. Winfield Elementary, grades 5 through 8, Hope Reynolds, math, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And Teacher of the Year for Scott High School, grades 9 through 12, Mr. Chuck Jeffers in the Science Department. Last but not least, School Board Appreciation Week, January 24th. And as always, thank you guys for what you do. Thank you for the support for our system, for support for our students, support that you give to our community. These times have been trying. I greatly appreciate your communication and your input as we continue to navigate through this year. Again, January 24th through the 30th will be the School Board Appreciation. And guys, that's all I have, unless y'all have any questions for me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, that brings us to item 6, adoption of the agenda. In accordance with Board Policy number 1.403, the Scott County Board of Education should adopt an agenda of all items to be acted upon during the regular monthly meeting of January the 14th of 2021. May I have a motion to approve the January 14th, 2021 agenda?
Motion.
Second. Any discussion? Waiting on the roll call.
Ms. Terry?
Aye.
Ms. Sharp?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd?
Oh, she's not with us tonight.
Ms. Abbott?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Mr. Sexton?
Aye.
Mr. Silcox?
Aye.
Item 7, consent agenda items. In accordance with Scott County Board of Education policy number 4.403, the Board of Education may include routine and non-controversial items on a consent agenda, which may be adopted by a single vote without discussion. Any item on the consent agenda may be removed and placed on the regular agenda for further consideration at the request of any board member. May I have a motion to approve the items listed on the consent agenda as follows? A, approval of the minutes for December 2020. B, approval of the bills and financial report for November of 2020. I'll make that motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Is that Lou?
Yes.
Yes.
Question? Waiting on the roll call.
Ms. Sharp?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Mr. Sexton?
Aye.
Mr. Silcox?
Aye.
Ms. Terry? Ms. Abbott?
Aye. Item 8A, board policies. Approval is needed by the board to amend board policies as recommended by TSBA. May I have a motion to approve the first reading of the following amended board policies as recommended by TSBA? Policy number 4.400, textbooks and instructional materials. 6.303, integration.
Interrogations.
And searches. And 6.402, physical examinations and immunizations. 6.4. Ready for a motion?
Motion.
Second. Okay, who was the second?
Tommy?
Me.
Any discussions? Waiting on the roll call.
Ms. Terry?
Aye.
Mr. Silcox?
Aye.
Ms. Sharp?
Aye.
Ms. Abbott?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Mr. Sexton?
Aye.
Item 8B, purchase buses. We need to purchase 5 new buses this year to replace buses going out of service. Transportation supervisor recommends piggybacking from Bledsoe County bid with Cumberland International. May I have a motion to use Bledsoe County's bid with Cumberland International to purchase the following buses? 3 78-passenger buses, $85,200 plus $9,800 air conditioning plus $2,500 camera equals $97,500 per bus. And 2 66-passenger buses for $82,200 plus $9,800 air conditioning plus $2,500 camera equals $94,500 per bus. Waiting for a motion on those.
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? Waiting on the roll call.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Mr. Silcox?
Aye.
Ms. Terry?
Aye.
Ms. Sharp?
Aye.
Ms. Abbott?
Aye.
Mr. Sexton?
Aye.
Item 8C, amend Alfway agreement. The Children's Health and Maintenance Plan is administered through the Alfie organization and provides dental screenings for students in the Scott County school system. Alfie is requesting access to students' TCAP and attendance data in order to analyze the relation of dental scores to school performance. May I have a motion to amend the Children's Health and Maintenance Plan agreement with Alfie for the 2020 to 2021 school year and to hire Kathy West as grant coordinator? Motion. Second. Any discussion? Waiting on the roll call.
Ms. Terry?
Aye.
Ms. Sharp?
Aye.
Ms. Abbott?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Mr. Sexton?
Aye.
Mr. Silcox?
Aye.
And I'm not sure if I've got the right one for this. The COVID to run out December 31st. Is that the right one? Because I have 2 copies of this.
To June 30, 2021. It should go.
You can use this one here,
Which one you have, that was
18.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Oh, yeah.
Okay, item 8D, COVID-19 relief days. The COVID-19 relief days ran out on December 31st, 2021, so the board needs to extend date. May I have a motion to extend the federal and state COVID-19 relief days, which ran out on December 31st of 2020, to June the 30th of 2021?
Motion.
Second. Any discussion?
Miss Esther, what does the COVID relief dates, what that meaning?
The total relief days.
The COVID relief, Mr. Silcox, that is where if someone comes down with the COVID virus or a quarantine, the federal government's giving them 10 days in order to use, so they don't have to use the 6 days. Okay, now what we would like to do, those days ran out on the 31st. Now, the original motion that I asked at the work session was on the 31st of March, but I did talk to Mr. Beatty. We would like to extend it to June 30th, 2021. Our county government's also going to do this, extend theirs to June 30th on 2021. So this would also start over for anyone who received 10 COVID days back before, the way it will read.
That's kind of my question. What do we do for someone that gets it again?
Well, then this starts over what Ms. Ginger and I think Mr. Beatty and I discussed the other night. Do you remember that, Mr. Beatty?
Yes, yeah, it would. This would be consistent with the state and federal guidelines. We wanted to go ahead and keep the county and the school system consistent to go ahead and extend it to the end of the fiscal year.
Yes, and that's a good thing. I just was making sure that, if someone got it again, that they would have, we would have some type of policy in place to cover them.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's all.
Tommy, we'll do that for everybody except for you.
Yeah.
Now, one other thing too is that there should be some federal guidelines coming out pretty soon. From what I'm hearing, that the federal will extend this. Now, again, that's what I'm hearing now. I won't say for sure, but I think it's important for us that we do to go ahead.
Yes.
Any more discussion? If not, waiting on the roll call.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Ms. Terry?
Aye.
Ms. Sharp?
Aye.
Ms. Kidd? Ms. Abbott?
Aye.
Mr. Sexton?
Aye.
Mr. Silcox?
Aye.
Okay, before we go to item 8E, Mr. Wilcox, do you have anything you want to add?
No, ma'am. Just thank everyone for what they do. Thank all the teachers, all the staff for everything. I know it's been a trying past year. Let's hope and pray that this year's better. I can't brag on our system enough. I think everyone has done the best that they could with what they've had to do with. Same as our director, I think he's done the best that he could do possibly with what he had to work with. So stay safe and good to see everybody.
Thank you. Mr. Lou?
I want to thank everybody, teachers, staff, for all the hard work they've done and keep things rolling. Greg and Tanya, kind of late. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And what about you, Ms. Terry? Just want to say this, basically the same thing. Thank you to all the teachers, all the school staff, everyone that's working in the offices, to everything that they're doing, and just continue prayers for everyone.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling better.
Good.
Okay. Ms. Sharp? No. Everything's been said. I think you said it nicely. Okay. Thank you all. What about Derek Sexton? Do you have anything to add?
Nope, nothing from me.
Okay, Mr. Beatty?
Not from a legal standpoint, but from a parental standpoint, just want to thank all that are involved in the school system, and especially for those at Huntsville who are trying to teach my girls.
I take too much after their day.
Yeah, Daddy don't help that much, unfortunately.
They'll grow out of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I really appreciate everybody. I really do. I can speak for Misty as well.
Thank you. Okay, that brings us to item 8E, adjournment. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second. Second. Waiting on the roll call.
Mr. Silcox?
Aye.
Ms. Sharp?
Aye.
Ms. Terry?
Aye.
Ms. Abbott?
Aye.
Mr. Stanley?
Aye.
Mr. Sexton?
Ah.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.